My name is Brooke Mindbender, and I'm the founder of Mindbender Studio. I'm a multi-dimensional artist, and my work really explores portals as vessels for connection, but also to take us to new dimensions and other realities. My newest piece is titled Gaiascope, and it's a 3-part installation featuring 6-foot-long immersive kaleidoscopes that are completely interactive, and each one has its own pedestal. So with the Gaiascopes, that all began where I always wanted to create a giant kaleidoscope that I could stick my head in. But also I wanted to be able to integrate my video art into the piece where you didn't have to physically rotate the kaleidoscope to create new patterns. I could actually weave in my video art that I render in virtual reality, but also create new footage to create fractal patterns within the piece. So the Gaiascope feels like a new invention. It's completely a mesmerizing experience where people look inside, they get completely lost in the fractals, and it becomes this infinite space of cosmic colors. And really it's supposed to transport you to another headspace, like a meditative space that purely captures your attention, where you really just want to get lost in it. Canal Convergence is a public art and light festival that happens here in Scottsdale, Arizona. And it's been on my radar for so long. I've really have been inspired by the art that has been exhibited here. And this year's theme is Reflections, which was the perfect theme for me to propose the Gaiascope installation because it utilizes mirrors and interactivity and reflection within the pieces. And I knew it was a strong proposal for this event.
My name is Jennifer Gill, and I'm the Deputy Director of Canal Convergence. We are here at the Scottsdale waterfront where it all happens. It is a 10-day light art festival that is free and open to the public. We have light art installations, we have live music, we have fire shows, we have a drone performance coming up. This is actually our 12th year, believe it or not, doing Canal Convergence. It wasn't always quite like this. It was really grassroots. It grew over the years. And then in 2018, we went to 10 days in November and have been doing it ever since. We have a combination of international, national, and local artists every year. We always have at least one of each. This year, the theme for Canal Convergence is Reflections. Reflections can be many things. It can be internal, it can be literal, but we always like for artists to kind of take it and run with it. But also we have what I call our perennial themes. And so that is water, art, and light, and sustainability, and also interactivity. So those are also key components that we look for when we are selecting artworks. It's something that's very important to Scottsdale Arts and the city of Scottsdale as well. And we work on striving towards a zero waste event, which means it's a 90% diversion of waste from the landfill. Then also with our artists, that is also very important in their process. We try to make sure, if the artwork is not traveling on after this, we can recycle it or we can reuse it in some way. So there's lots of different ways that we go about it.
Hi, I'm Tanya Galen. I am a Scottsdale Public Art Project Manager, and we are at Canal Convergence. Canal Convergence is for everybody. It brings tons of people in to Scottsdale, to Old Town. It is a lot of fun to see the different groups of people because it's free and anyone can come and enjoy it. It's a great place to be. The theme actually of Canal Convergence is Reflections, and so that's why Gaiascopes were selected. It's obviously mirrored kaleidoscopes, and so it's perfect for that theme. And that's what you're going to see around the canal too, is different pieces that mimic that theme. So for Gaiascopes, I was the project manager working with Brooke in Mindbender Studio. She was awesome. It was a lot of fun, and I think the most exciting thing about this project is you get to see these renderings and you don't know exactly what they're going to look like. And all of a sudden she comes in, pulls up the truck, and they pull them out, and there's these amazing Gaiascopes. They look even better than when you see it in person, and when I saw her do the test images, it was amazing. So it's a great piece. I'm super excited to be a part of this project.
So there's really a 2-part experience with the Gaiascopes, where people can interact with them with these pedestals. And so with a push of a button, it will change the video art that is displayed at the end of the piece. And by the nature of the design of the Gaiascope, the tapered effect, the video art that's reflected at the end actually creates an optical illusion orb. And these buttons will change the speed of light, the color pattern in sequence. It becomes a unique experience for everyone who comes and interacts with it. When you approach the Gaiascope, it's like you're entering into a new world. Looking inside, you see this mesmerizing optical illusion orb we etched into the acrylic mirror so that the exterior LEDs that are shining this way also bounce inwards, and that's where you see these light patterns happen. What I really love is that the video art specifically switches between real-life footage inspired by Arizona's natural landscapes, because we are at Canal Convergence, which is in Scottsdale, but also it transitions to my virtual reality worlds. So it's a dance between real life, the natural, but also artificial and the digital. And it's everything from small mushrooms to like vast cosmos. So it's really supposed to encapsulate just the interconnectivity of our world and the fractals of our universe. The process for creating Gaiascope took about 7 months, but I would say a lifetime of dreaming. So it was a 2-phase application process. I had a few meetings with the director to really explore my concept, see what would be the strongest proposal for getting a grant from Canal Convergence. Ultimately, we were awarded $35,000 to build this installation, which was a huge honor, and 9 artworks were selected for this year's theme. It was very competitive. I knew that we needed an architect, a videographer, a builder, fabricator, designer, an engineer for the lighting and interactivity, and then me to kind of be the glue and help with the creative direction. And so it's been just a truly balanced collaboration where everyone's lent their gifts to create something exponentially more powerful. We're really excited for this piece to debut here in Scottsdale because it feels like just the beginning. There's going to be many more interactive, immersive sculptures to come, especially this being the first piece Mindbender Studio has created. It's an inaugural artwork. And from here, we really feel empowered. The possibilities are endless, and we're excited to see what's next. It's just truly, honestly, probably the coolest thing I've created thus far. I'm really grateful for my team of incredible artists, visionaries, engineers to really contribute their skills to put this all together and create something that none of us could have created with our own 2 hands.
Hi, my name is Alec Rosen. I grew up in Miami Beach, Florida, and I'm pursuing my master's in architecture at Tulane University. So we're standing in front of the Gaiascopes exhibit. We have the hexagon, the triangle, and the pentagon. And they're incredible takes on the classic kaleidoscope. So it's 1/4-inch powder cut steel, acrylic panels, LED lights throughout, and we have incredible screens on the inside, kind of cascading infinite color combinations. It's pretty awesome. So in April, I got a call from Brooke. She's been a friend of mine for many years now, and just because of my background in architecture and 3D modeling, we talked about how I could possibly be involved in the project, and I was more than excited. So we're inspired by the classic kaleidoscope, but the main idea was to create kind of an infinite amount of possibilities. And through these shapes and the layering of light, mirror, and kind of changing patterns, we were able to do that. So my involvement directly was very much tied to the patterns on the exterior. So Brooke and I worked together kind of looking at these patterns and understanding how to create them so that they could be fabricated in real life. So to make kind of things come together seamlessly, there had to be one singular panel per face. So kind of taking things from the dream world into reality is kind of where I shine the most, as well as selling the vision for the project, because it was just online renders that I had to do in order to secure the grant to be where we are now. So it was really awesome getting to see this from conception to reality. Yeah, the reaction to the project was extremely overwhelming. I think the interactive feature of the pedestals really was a great selling point. Just watching people go up to them, interact with them, and kind of create a crowd all night long was kind of amazing. I think the best thing about a project like this and working in the fabrication lab is life these days is just very, nothing's tangible, everything's digital. So when you take things to reality like this, it's really incredible, and it shows with how people interact with the sculptures as well. One thing I think people won't really understand is just how much goes into these sculptures. The different layers and how they stack and how everything comes together it's almost a symphony of different materials. It's incredible to just walk up and experience it, but it's really a feat that we've been able to create here. Oh look, we've got some fire going on. But yeah, I mean, this space is incredible. I hope to keep working with Brooke and Mindbender Studio. I think things are only looking up from here.
I'm Justin Glidewell from Telluride, Colorado. We are representing Mindbender Art Studio. These are 3 Gaiascopes that I built with Brooke, and we have a pentagon, a triangle, and a hexagon. They're about 6 feet tall. They weigh about 300 pounds, and they are spectacular to watch at night. Brooke had the idea originally. She came and wanted to do a kaleidoscope. And so what we did is we took some mirror and cut it into some pies and taped it all together, and then put it onto a phone and played her video art through it. And that's where it started. So then I went right into making one. I made this one just, out of my own time and pocket just to make it. And then it started morphing, and then we decided to do 3. So it just kind of got bigger and bigger, and here it is. And so you have a structure inside here, a flat structure, and then you have 2 spines that go down the sides, and that creates the space for the light, because there's lights out here. And we use thin mirror so it's wavy, so you get even more fractal stuff going on. Especially in the Arizona heat, the whole thing's been kind of expanding and contracting a lot, and it's creating more waves.
So I am teaching a make your own Gaiascope workshop. So it's going to be all ages, mainly kids. It's just going to be pretty simple. We're building our own kaleidoscope out of cardboard, acrylic mirror, filling it with lots of beads, decorating it, and it's a way that everyone can walk home with a piece of Gaiascope.